All right. So, I've been watching a lot of stuff and listening to a lot of stuff over and over again. The recording that was on the Delphi case. Now, my opinion, it's a toss up between two voices. Now, my opinion, it's just my opinion. It's a toss up between Brian Chadwell and one other voice that is on YouTube that compares to that voice, YouTube investigator, whatever. Them are the only two. But don't forget that the police, in the police press conference, did say that there was numerous voices on the recording. And the reporter said, "You mean someone else's and just Abby and Libby's?" And they said, "No. Numerous voices on the recording." So that tells me that there was more than one. You know, we haven't heard the whole recording. All we heard was one voice on that recording. And like I said before, no matter what, Chadwell will probably never get out of jail for the crime that he is guilty of, kidnapping his next door neighbor uh, daughter and chaining her up. So, you got him on that. Now, is he going to confess to killing, you know, the two girls? I don't know about that. He probably won't unless they have good proof. But from my opinion, as someone that listens to voices, music, and stuff like that, you can tell someone's voice. My opinion, the one voice is Chadwell or it's uh, a YouTube investigator. From the voice I heard. Now there was other voices on the recording, but we haven't heard them. They haven't released that information. So keep that in mind. There's more than one, or the police would have said, nope, just Abby and Libby's and one other voice. But they said numerous voices other than Abby and Libby's. And you know what? It might make sense because there was also reports of a couple there, a young couple, a man and a woman arguing before the murders. You know, there was reports of a white truck parked on the side of the road. There was reports of a white van parked down by the bridge. I guess there's a road down there or something. So is it possible? It's possible. Now, do these people were they the murderers or something? Well, we don't know. All we're seeing is a video of a small clip of a guy walking down. We don't even know if that's his voice. You know, that guy could have kept walking. We don't know. But my opinion, the person on the voice is either two people. It's either Chadwell, which that's who it sounds like, or it's someone else's voice that I've heard that sounds very similar um, to it. You know. Now, like I said, Chadwell might not have anything to do with it, but does it sound like his voice? Yes. Now, did somehow somebody get that video and doctor it? They could have. They could have. But there's only two people from that small clip of the one voice. Now, we're just going off one voice. Okay. But we have to keep in mind that the police said there was numerous voices on the recording other than Abby and Libby's. Correct? I mean, that's what I heard on it. So, that's just my opinion. I think they got one of them. Now, there's another person that is supposedly a suspect in the case, or people think, might be, but we don't know. Like I said, it did more damage not releasing everything. Um, how close did that guy get to the camera before Libby or Abby shut the camera off? We don't know. We're getting a small clip, 40 seconds of someone walking down the bridge. Did she keep that camera rolling until that guy walked all the way up to him to get a better photo? See, we don't know that. That guy could have kept walking for all we know. And someone could have ambushed him and came up behind him. And then that guy could have turned around and came back and it might have been more than one person involved in it. From what I'm getting out of it, my opinion. Like I said, it seems like it might be disgruntled, or maybe a setup, like someone was trying to set someone up or something. I don't know. Could be. But leave it up to the FBI, because they'll check other cases out there and they'll see if they fit the MO or not. Which there's a lot of cases popping up that are fitting the same as MO. If it's true what these videos have been saying on the Delphi girls that were found down in Delphi, Indiana. So, supposedly they were placed in position or found declothed partially or something. We don't know if that's even the truth. That could be a lie. And the bridge guy, it's funny because I could see a photo of Brian Chadwell, and he's got them shoulders that angle down real far. But the bridge guy video, the guy's shoulders are more squarish, more broader than Chadwell's. Maybe Chadwell had a whole bunch of clothes on, but I don't know. Now I was thinking, there's been reports that there was dolls that were found, a couple dolls that were found around the body of the Delphi girls. Now, I don't know if that's true, but there are videos out there saying that. What are we dealing with? Is it some kind of a psycho trying to set people up or send a message or whatever? Could be. Could be a bunch of them, a group of them, a gang. Disgruntled people. Maybe they were abused. Maybe they were shunned for the way they looked. Maybe a family member was abused or something. Or they just didn't get along with people or whatever, or maybe someone lured them there to do something. We don't know. It did more damage not releasing the information that they did have, the video and the recordings. So, you know, we can only go on what they gave us, which is not much. It ain't much. Small clip of a recording and a small clip, 40 seconds of a voice. How long was it before you hear the voice before the guy comes up? What's on the video? They should have released the whole video. The guy walking down the track in Abby and Libby until the guy walks up to him and says whatever. How long was it? Uh, we don't even know how they died. They could have been strangled. They could have been anything. We don't know. We don't know what the truth is because that information wasn't released, supposedly. So, but keep in mind that there was other voices on the recording. And for them not to release the information is crappy, but we want proof that the what they're saying on these videos, that the girls were penetrated with objects and stuff in the vaginal area, carvings, and we want proof, that there was dolls scattered around the bodies. We want proof of that. I mean, it got way out of hand, some of these videos. Uh, and don't forget, Abby and Livy are not the only girls or ladies that have come up missing out there or killed. So it's a toss up. Either it's Chadwell or someone else that's on YouTube. That's a YouTube investigator's voice on the Delphi recordings. But like I said, the video ain't helping us because we got to see that guy's mouth move. And if she was that scared, she would have left the video running. So we would have got a good video of the guy's face walking up. I don't think she would have had her phone out and then the guy came walking up. And if they were as scared as they say they were in some of these videos, she would have kept the video running. Therefore, we would have got a real good photo or a video of the guy actually real close to the girls. So, and for the police to play a power trip game like this is the Zodiac killer crap, was really bad. Really bad, especially when they don't know who they're dealing with or what organization it is. That's my opinion. They tried to turn it into we know this is a power trip with you. And one day you will know what we know. Well, I don't really care what you people know. It's not a power struggle with me, with the civilians, maybe with some psycho killer, but with people that are trying to help the case. No, it ain't. It ain't a power trip. To some of these people on YouTube, it is. But to me, no. I can give two craps. You know, and that's why a lot of people get out of the crime business because it don't pay. It just don't pay. There's no money in it trying to save people's lives. There's more money in it in the drama that's on the evil uh, that's on YouTube, the lies and the deception. So that's my opinion. Who is it? Well, I don't know. We'd have to really get a good piece of the tape, not 40 seconds of someone saying something, you know, run it through some analyzers and stuff, and you might be able to clean it up. Give it to a professional studio guy that does mixing. they'll they'll be able to clean it up. I don't know. That's just my opinion. It ain't making sense, the whole case. And I think it is where they're it's an organization. I think they tried to play it off that it was certain people, and really it was this group of people down there that was a gang or whatever, a group. So that's my opinion on the case. And I'm just saying, don't forget that there was other voices on the recording. Whose, we don't know. They haven't released that yet. They've only released 40 seconds of the video. Now, there are videos out there saying, well, the voice sounds different because the girls put the phone in their pocket or something. Well, how did they know that? Were they there? How do you know if the girls put the phone in their pocket? That's what some of the videos are saying. Well, it sounded different because they put the phone in the pocket or something. It sounded like, well, we don't know that. We don't know that. You know. So that information was never released. For them not to release the information was just a mess. And there are people out there now believing that it was a cover up because, for the simple fact, it's been 5 years, no release, no nothing. Uh, my opinion, the one voice on the recording is Chadwell, or it's this other guy on YouTube. That is a investigator. We're not sure yet. But everyone be safe. Be safe. They're cracking down on ghosting, ghost accounts, ghost everything, fake accounts. You know, well, what they're doing is weeding out the old uh, branches, government, politicians, old ways, technology, stuff like that. So sooner or later, we'll find out who it is. For them to play games with a killer or an organization, the police, is just astronomical. I mean, this ain't the Zodiac case. This ain't 1960 or 70. You know, for them to do that, it was not too smart, but they have their reasons. I believe they have one of them in prison that was affiliated with it, but there was others on the recording, so that means there's more of them that was on the recording. And the other one, I think I know who it is, but I can't say anything because they've already threatened me before. Next thing you know, I got police coming to my apartment, SWAT teams, choppers. You know, what can you do? There's a lot of people that are still making videos about the Delphi case. I believe they got one of the guys. I believe there's another one out there still running around, maybe affiliated. Now, there are videos that were made that people have said, well, this guy might be affiliated with media, social media, or movies, or something to do like that. That the people and that's what the police said. That the people will be shocked once they find out who it is, or who had a part of it and who caused it. And I know it wasn't me. So, and I got proof because I was on video at the same time all that crap was happening on YouTube, Facebook, and so no, not me. No. Someone else that is an investigator. That's the only person I can come up with a voice that sounds similar. That's it. On that one thing, on that one recording, that's it. The one small clip of the recording that they released, there's only two people it sounds like. Both were on social media. That's my opinion. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that's my opinion. Now, I've seen videos where they've only found one Evansville girl. Now, I don't know if that was true, but they only found one of the Evansville girls' bodies. Now, like I said, I don't know if that's true. The other one could still be alive, and we not know it. It might not be. Might be a young teenage girl we might be looking for. It's like the Mikey Vaughn case, or the Monkey is his nickname. How long has he been missing? Was that a cold case that they put back up to try and revive? Are we looking for somebody now that could be possibly 16, 17 years old? That's what I'm trying to figure out. These people, oh no, well, it was just posted. Yeah, but it could be a case from 20 years ago that someone just posted on social media. You know, Is it possible little Mikey Vaughn is alive and has been missing for 10 or 15 years or 10 years or something? It's possible. Now, we are looking at a couple people for deliberately trying to throw people off of the case. You know, there's a lot of people the police, the FBI will just not talk to, period. They just will not talk to them. They don't want to talk to them, but possibly because they're being investigated. You know, they won't let me hear the full video. They're saying it's too gruesome, that the girls' lives were taken and stuff. I understand that, but to solve the case, we got to hear the whole thing. There might be, you know, there might be other people's voices on there or things we can tell something's going on in the voice recording. You know, that's just my opinion. Did I say glory to God? Well, you know what? I did last night in a video at 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock at night. Glory to God once again. Another day. So, if we let these people, what we know for a fact is we're dealing with a bunch of nut jobs in the world, and we got to be safe. You know, like I said, it's one thing talking about it. It's another thing to cross that line and go do it. And most of these people are just plain out nut jobs, way nuttier than I can ever be. And these guys don't know reality from fantasy. They live in it 24/7. You know, so I'm waiting for the police to release what they know. It's been 5 years. One day we will. Well, you know, my opinion is it should have been right away. My opinion in it, my honest opinion, is the devil had a hand in it. I can give you that much. I can let you know that much. There ain't nobody with children, family. You know, listen, I've been abused in life by authorities or whatever and people and everything. But I never retaliated. I walked away because I know if you cross that line, whether they did something bad or not, you hurt somebody, well, then the law switches and changes on you. And then you have to go through all the bull crap, all the money, the courts, everything, possibly time in jail. So I was raised, I knew better. I defend myself. But to go ahead and go out and just deliberately do things for no reason, uh, the laws can switch on a law abiding citizen in a heartbeat. So you got to be careful. Because even if that person was a scum sucking rat, was abusing people constantly and kids and stuff, and was just a nut job, uh, and you retaliated and did something, well, then the courts come at you. Well, you know, you didn't have to do that. You should have called the authorities. Well, I don't blame some of these people. If it's true what our own government is saying, that even the government and the police are corrupt, That makes sense why people ain't calling the police. If it's a big racket, makes perfect sense. You know? And that's how these organizations, groups, whatever you want to call it, get started because the government might be corrupt or don't want to get their hands dirty, and people create these things. You know? So, what can you do? Nothing. Be safe, defend yourself. That's about it. That's all you can do. They're evil people. There is no good in what some of these people are doing. Some of these people are flat out lying, trying to get people's attention on YouTube with some of the videos, setting it up. It's so deceitful. Uh, it's unreal. It's just unreal. Satan, you know, so deceitful. What do you do about it? No, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. You know what? A movie about my life, the women in my life, the people that I've experienced in my life, the tragedies, the addictions, the pain, the suffering. Sounds like a really good movie. Was it true? Yeah, it was all true. I never belonged to an organization, a club, a gang. I never dealt drugs. I never went out to kill, rape, steal to make money. Um, you know, I don't know what to say. I never shot up. I was never a needle guy. If I can snort it when I was a young teen to kill the pain, I did it. But I also went to work, sometimes hungover, but I went to work. Never hit women, never did anything bad to women. Probably that's why I had such a bad life, is because I was the one that just, even though the woman was just flat out lying or flat out abusive or just sleeping with all kinds of guys, I just turned my cheek and walked the other way. Might have got angry, but never hit a woman, never slapped a woman, never treated a woman's body abusively. Um, was a good guy. And it's true, good guys do finish last. I would say in today's world, it's all about the bad boy, how bad you could be. It's like the story that Aerosmith was singing. The more lies they tell, the clearer their faces. Ain't it the truth? Ain't the truth. Meaning, if I was to dissect that song, the more that they tell lies to the mirror, the more they become beautiful and their skin becomes clear or whatever. I don't know. Could be. But like I said, be safe on some of these cases. What are we dealing with? Well, these people, they got connections, hackers. They'll hack your computer. It happened to me. They hacked it again. I had whatever they do, who knows? Uh, I always get messages. Someone's trying to, my YouTube, my account, my Facebook account, every iPhone you can imagine. So what can you do? Nothing. You sit back. Don't become their lamb. Don't become their sacrificial lamb. Right? Don't let them sacrifice, steal your lives, your dreams, as they laugh and watch you suffer. You know. And they could have went ahead and saved a lot of people, but the organizations that they belong to, you have to keep your mouth shut. So they could have saved a lot of people. They could have stopped from wrecking a lot of people's lives when they knew it was lies. And like I said, some of these Delphi videos that are still being put out, they haven't caught the killer and they don't know who it is. And I think I know and the police know what's going on. My beliefs is we got one of them in prison already. My belief is that it was actually somebody else and it was a setup or something, or somebody else's voice was on that recording. That's why they didn't want us to hear all of it because it probably got graphic. So what do we do? Well, we'll take it that God don't love us. A lot of people are taking it that way. I understand what they're saying. They pray to God. They confess their sins, but yet they still suffer. They still go on, you know, being cursed or whatever. You know, I don't know. What do you do? There's a lot of people leaving Christianity and a lot of the stuff. You know, much like Jesus did. He left the church. So what do you do? I don't know. Keep believing in God and look for another God if you're not happy or getting the results that you're getting with. You know, there's other gods that these people worship. You know, I don't know what to say. There's all kinds of gods from different cultures. You know, my whole life's been stolen. I'm used to it. It always happens. No, God don't walk with me. God don't love me from what people are saying. And that's okay. That's all right, God. I'm not going to go crazy, go nuts, go cuckoo. I'll keep on the path I was. So I do agree with a lot of people that it is troubling that the police did not release all the information that they had. Um, and it's a shame YouTube lets these people put videos out, uh, trying to distract people from the case, set them off. Diversion. And that's probably what happened in the Delphi case. Deception. All I could say is don't get wrapped up in any of these organizations because they'll kill you in a heartbeat. From my research on these clubs, gangs, secret societies, they will act like they're your best friends. That you're one of them. And before you know it, they'll kill you in a heartbeat. So be safe. And that is really the truth. And be careful who you hang out with. If you live the thug life or the organization life or whatever it may be, expect violence and bad things to happen because that's what that is all about. Like I said, I've dealt with people that I watched all kinds of videos on Chadwell and on social media. Him claiming they would never, him and his club would never do anything like that. And people feeling sorry for him. And all along, he was a sicko. So be safe. Like I said, these people don't know how to change their lives. They've been wrapped up so far into the devil. They make it seem like they're your best friend, but in the end, they'll kill you in a heartbeat or rape your kid in a heartbeat or whatever, you know, or kidnap them or whatever, rape your girlfriend or, that's just part of the war, good against evil, I guess. All right, you guys have a great day. I got to get to sunset right now. And then I got to check out tonight to see if we get anything in the sky out there towards the southwest. Be safe. Keep an eye on your families. Is it true you get too close to the truth and they'll kill you or whatever, or get you sick or try and drive you nuts or whatever, or send demons? And yes. Yeah. It don't mean God don't love you, but some people choose to walk away. That's all right. Believe in what you believe. Be good. And keep going on. All right. You guys have a good day. Talk to you later.